The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 336. Get the Nasdaq up 176. S&P's up 29. Gold contract down $4, trading at $12.23 an ounce. We got silver up 7 cents, $14.68 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 45 cents, trading $71.42 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note down 7.6, 118.05, 30-year off 20, 138.06. King dollar up 304 ticks, 95.01. The euro is at 115.47 to 1 US dollar. The yen is at 112.21 to 1 US dollar. So we get a market, man.
Green all over the board, quite a bounce.
Green all over the board, and if we take a look at this, folks, bottom line is that my take is that these things aren't even going to hold, but what you have happening out here is that you take a look at this intraday inside the S&Ps, you just bounced up to ice, which is a normal deal in a market that likes lower price. So we'll see where this baby shakes out. Specifically, what you're going to see is that the bounce that we did out here, the first bounce up at 3 o'clock in the morning, got where we started the downdraft at noon yesterday. The second one is saying that you actually have, we get this closer, what you're going to see is that when we came down into this 2765, you actually had volume down there. So my take is that we're actually going to get down to that level. Bottom line is that what you're going to have on the weeklies, on the monthlies, all of the above is that you get a high volume downdraft, and bottom line is that the volatility we have in spades, okay, where it looks like you got a monster up market, but in fact when you actually take a look at where we just came from, it's like, wow, you know what I mean? We pull the Dow Industrials up, what you're going to see out here is that so let's see, let's see, so at the beginning of the week we're at 26,005 and we're 1,200 points under that,
Sure.
We take a look at it, you put it on a weekly, what you're going to see here is that you've dug into this high volume bar, 25,520 it would have to basically get out of to be a rejection of price. Gold yesterday, like when we get off the air yesterday, Tom, that gold contract was just laying there trying to get over that 1220, and it did it with conviction. We did 500,000 contracts, got up into higher highs. The GDX took out its swing point, took it out with monster volume. Bottom line is that we're catching a bid out here inside the metals market. Some of the this one's going to be really interesting. So GE, right? Now GE's only down 17 cents, but this is what the news is on GE. GE bottom line is delay in their earnings.
That's never good.
No. And factually, we know their legacy issues are huge. So the real question is going to be, how much is this new CEO going to basically lay it on the table?
Yeah.
And when you get a new CEO in, and this guy is definitely new, where the last CEO worked for GE 30 years and was in charge of some of those units that have problems.
Yeah.
This guy has only been there since April on the board.
Okay.
So if you're new like that,
everything's on the table, right?
I'd want every single
fresh perspective.
Yeah. Well, and every single thing they've been hiding, you'd want to throw out because it's not his fault.
Sure.
So whatever is behind those books, I expect you're going to see quite a bit of that out front, and that's going to be like, really?
Yeah.
Big number.
Speaking of earnings, let's jump to Citi and JPM.
Yeah, JP Morgan. So
both of them trading higher this morning on their earnings.
JP Morgan. Bottom line,
was higher. Quite a sell-off on the open.
Yeah, it's and number-wise, I think they missed their revenue actually.
Let's see what I have some of their numbers up here. So here's JPM. Yeah, no, revenue came in. That's what I thought. Earnings came in. 234 versus 225, and
Okay.
revenue at 27.8 versus 27.5.
Okay.
And just to give a quick, because we were trading a lot higher to check that out. I mean, quite an opening bar sell-off, going from 110.40 down to 106.80
Yeah.
right off the bat, and a little bit more. And then even before we jump over to the Citi earnings, Citi kind of holding those gains up about 3.3%. And to jump back to some of their
And
numbers.
Citi's numbers were up 24%, I heard, coming in.
Okay,
So
I was
that
jumping around
that
to a
was
few
big
different
number.
parts of theirs. So, of course, the tax rate going from 31 to 24%, helping them
Yeah.
out. They increased their loans by 3%. They had their deposits up by 4%. Digging down to some of the numbers, earnings 173 versus 169, and revenue a slight miss by about $100 million.
Yeah.
Slight miss, $100 million. It is a slight
What a
miss for
business
them.
that is,
I know,
huh?
right? Yeah.
Totally, man. 877-927-6648. Let's go to Mark in Fort Collins. What's going on, brother?
How you doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Morning, Mark.
I'm doing good. Good morning.
Cool.
Hey, just had a couple quick questions for you. Been listening for a really long time, but more intently the last few days, obviously. So we got with the charts I look at, I saw a pretty high trend reading today, which I thought was really intriguing.
If you can lower that, we can hear ourselves in the back there, Mark. There we go.
Let's see. Okay.
Let me
Okay,
shut this down.
so
Hold on. I'm listening to you on one thing and what's going on.
Okay, so
Got it.
what Mark's talking about, folks, is that we had a high trend rate of 1.94. Now, the way the trend works, Mark, right, is that different people can pay attention to different things. I do not pay attention to the opening tick on the trend.
Okay.
And the reason is, so what the trend is this. The trend is a New York Stock Exchange. They take the 5,000 stocks, and it's okay, where is the buy versus the sell simultaneously within a minute. And the open, and I learned this from Tim Wood, okay, going back to 1994. You don't take the open, because what ends up happening on a bounce like this, you wait to 10 minutes after the open so that the baby levels out, okay? And
Sounds
so,
good.
yeah, because what happens is if people see the bounce and they go in for the buy, it's a skewed number. So that's how I read the trend on a continual basis, and it seemed to, basically, the trend, between the trend and the tick, folks, and a close of a rejection of lower price, those three things right there are huge to find, are we close to a bottom? When you're at super highs, it works not bad, but not like at lows. At lows, I'd say probability-wise, it's very consistent.
Okay. So that was the first part of my question. The second part was, I know I've listened to you talk a lot about ABC up and downs and the length of the extensions. It looks to me like on both the Dow or the Diamonds and the SPYs that we did a 1 to 2.0 ABC down. And then I'm not sure what the exact count was on the Qs and the IWMs, but
Okay, good.
I've heard you say before that is typically the end.
No, that's cool. Stay right there. We'll do that numbers and come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now up 277. NASDAQ up 157. S&P's up 24. S&P's already gave up 15 points. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 261. You get the Nasdaq up 149. S&Ps are up 21. We're talking about our man Mark from Fort Collins, and we're talking about ABC structures, folks, and expansions and contractions. So I definitely see what you're talking about, Mark, and specifically what he's talking about, folks, is this, is that when you do a 1 to 1.618 or a 1 to 2 ABC structure on the way down or up, you get a turn in the marketplace. Bottom line is that, and that's what the SPY is absolutely done on the daily. You know where I'm going to go with this, Mark, right?
Yeah, I think I do.
Where am I going? I'm going that bottom line on a weekly. What you have here is that all you've really done, this might be the first A to B of a weekly ABC structure on the way down. You know?
I got it.
You know,
So
but
at
it's a great point, man. Now, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just was trying to think of, like, at what point so do you always go out from day to week to month before you make that determination, or?
No. What I've done, though, and that's what I actually, in Market Insights in this letter, what I was looking at is this, is that I think what's going to happen is that the S&P is going to give us an idea of just how low this correction wants to go. And because we're digging into this big February bar and a lot of these indices have already hit it, my take is that that's where we're going. You know? Now,
yeah.
I suspect what we're going to also have out here today, I don't think this market's going to hold. You know, this is I love markets like this, man. I mean, it's, you know, what we've had is that the dip buyers have been right for a long period of time. Bottom line is that they've come in. We don't have the numbers yet, but I'm sure if I hunt these a little, we saw that $2 billion came in the day before yesterday. That got eaten alive. Depending what came in yesterday, we'll see whether it gets eaten alive or not. But that's where I'm going with it. And I think what's going to happen is that as we get to that high volume low, right, that's when you're going to hear that no one's buying and that's the end of the world, and I think that'll be the turn. You know what I mean? Because you've done this long enough, too. That's just kind of how it happens, folks. It's sad but true. Do you know what I mean? You can buy, and then all of a sudden, you know, when you should be buying, because it's scary, then it's like, okay, man, like, you know, this is like devastating. Because if this SPY goes down here without a true bounce, meaning we go sideways, it's dangerous, man. You know, you're talking about 20 more points on the SPY. You know,
right? No, it's big. I'm just thinking. I'm just trying to kind of get a feel for what kind of counter trend bounce we're going to get here, and if at all. And you know, we're sitting right on that 200 EMA right now.
No, I think we'll get one, and I think it'll be a monster. I just don't see it right now, particularly because, like, when this bounces out here this morning, this is a classic, man. And yesterday when I did the banks, okay, when I saw that the J.P. Morgan come out with, you know, decent numbers and couldn't bounce, you know, even this morning they're saying, oh, it was up. It wasn't up compared to where it was, okay? That's a monster heads up. Because what you have with J.P. Morgan as well as all the banks is that they're going after its high volume low again, which is 103. So it's like, okay, man, the banks ain't going to make it. I'd love to be a freaking banker. I mean, give me a break. It doesn't matter what they do, they make money. So if the banks aren't going to make it and we're going to sell off the banks, you know, that's saying market-wise that we're in a true correction, which we haven't had. That's
XLF as well is about to hit the low from yesterday.
What is?
XLF?
The XLF is getting down there.
Okay.
Too.
Yeah, look at, I mean, you know, so that's saying that, listen, man, you know, people are, you know, just saying that they want to their money back, and you've probably heard me mention that, okay, if you put yourself in there, we're money managers, right? We were up 10% in the S&P. Right now, this morning, you know, when it was up 40, we were up 2% for the year. Now we're probably up 1% for the year, right? Yeah. The managers that got out first, their clients are going to be happy if we just flatten out for the end of the year. And that's important because that's what they work on, you know? And that's where I think we saw the selling. You know, when I counted the days, as of Monday, we had 69 trading days. So today we got 64 trading days left for the end of the year. That's like nothing, you know? And guess what? They're not going to get paid more, or their clients aren't going to be like so much more elated if they were up 10%, now you're up 12, versus you're only up 1% or 2%, or you're negative for the year. That's, I mean, that's what they're going to be looking at. You know, a good hedge fund manager, if they can basically be up 7% on a continual basis and the client's paying 2%, everyone's happy. So that's what I think we're dealing with, man. You know, never mind, you know, what's going to happen with the interest rate structure. You know, I think it's a classic correction. That's where my head's going here. So.
Yeah, and let me clarify one more thing with you. You said something about the trend, not to look at the opening trend. So at what point during the day do you consider it more of a valid type reading?
Oh, it's right away. It's within 5 minutes. It's just, what it is this. So picture. The way that the trend specifically works is that if there's orders in before the open, which is going to be plenty, because what happens, folks, you know, like if you have Thinkorswim, okay, we can trade all day just about, okay? We can trade 12 hours out of the day, okay? What happens is still plenty of people that will put orders in, and those orders are in at the open. So what ends up happening is that opening print, that's when the trend can get dramatically higher, because if everyone's buying, saying, okay, I'm getting in, man, you know, it's going to be an up day, that is when all the buys are on one side of the market. And what that trend means, now this is what the trend means too, this is what's intriguing. That open in 1.94, that still means that a majority of people that went in were buying the same stocks, and I suspect the same stocks would be the Amazons, the high stocks that have done very well, and that's what that means. And when that happens, that is counterintuitive of how the market works.
Okay. Yeah, because see the charts I'm using, the first 5 minutes it showed a high of 219, the second 5 minutes it showed a high of 190, and then we just in the last 2 5-minute bars got 160 and 158. So maybe and I've seen different.
Oh yeah, no,
readings.
I see it. I get that. Yeah, That's
Yeah.
so that's also important. That's, I'd say right now that, that 1.65 is real, man. It's just the opening tick that you're looking at. So bottom line is that what's happening there, now watch how this works. If, in fact, you keep getting that and we go down, that's even more disastrous. Because what that's saying is that everyone's buying, just like they were putting money in the market, that would be saying everyone's buying the same stocks, and guess what? Those stocks are going down too, which is, which is really, I know. There's subtleties, unfortunately, in how that baby works, but.
Okay, well, good. I appreciate all the time and the answering all my questions. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you growling and prowling with us.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, man. Have a great one.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's Friday. Get into that growl.
And him and his wife, they go all over the place running.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gotta stay healthy. Totally.
Yeah, big time.
Feel good.
So, are you selling this market, Tom?
I don't know. Maybe I'll pull out my cell phone. We'll see what's happening. Get that Thinkorswim platform right on my phone.
We got Dow right now up 205, Nasdaq up 135, S&P's up 16, gold down at 330, 1224. Silver, we'll pull up silver when we come back. Silver's up 6 cents. Silver needed a bid. Yeah, gold got it yesterday. Come right back, folks.
Jason Path has just launched his weekly newsletter, The Quantitative Edge, available only at TFNN.com. Right now, you can sign up for Jason's outstanding weekly report, including midweek updates whenever warranted, with a 30-day money-back guarantee included, so you have nothing to risk. Jason develops his trade recommendations by creating an ensemble of predictive and mathematical models trained on data by leveraging a variety of techniques, including market-based computer simulations. Jason then combines these sophisticated predictive and analytical models with deeply researched macro outlooks to identify opportunities in a number of different markets for traders to act on. Whether you're looking to trade futures, equities, commodities like crude oil and gold, forex, or cryptos, Jason covers it all. Sign up for Jason Path's weekly trading newsletter right now by visiting the front page of TFNN.com, and you'll find the Quantitative Edge under the Newsletters tab. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 196. We get the NASDAQ up 133. S&P's up 16. And folks, don't forget, you can come over to our website at TFNN, and I'm Mr. Steve Rhodes. He actually just did a A to B equals C to D workshop,
He
right?
sure did, mastering the A to B equals C to D pattern. So you can sign up for Steve's newsletter, Mastering Probability, right on the front page. And I just kind of pulled up the archive section of his newsletter. So there's the archive right there. This is kind of the subscriber section, the back end. So you can watch that archive that Steve just did Tuesday night, talking about how to master the A to B equals C to D pattern. And then you also get 4 other workshops talking about 5 reasons traders fail to spot the bear market. He's got his money management workshop in there, oscillator unchanged line, and using mastering probabilities black box signals. So I encourage people to check that out. Great time to sign up, and of course, great time to sign up for a bunch of newsletters. Weekly's coming out. Your gold report, gold some action this week. Sign up, check that gold report. Quantitative Edge, Jason's newsletter. He just put out an update for his subscribers, I know, this morning, but he puts out a really thorough weekly report.
He does.
Monday mornings. And that we got, different pricing in here, whether we have talking about 6-month, year-long, all of them come with a 30-day money back guarantee. So check that out.
877-927-6648. So let's go take a look at this S&P. So,
I know I miss all the fun at the end of the day, man. We've been doing our show at 10 in the morning, and things have been a little hectic. But man, your afternoon shows when all the fun is kicked off.
I'll tell you. And you know what we have here, folks? This is what is really wild. Is that when volatility gets higher like this, you can move those, 15, 20, 30 S&P points in a heartbeat. And that's what we've just done.
I just wouldn't even drill it down to a 5-minute chart as we look at it.
Look at that.
Because it's been quite a run, man. Just going back to right at the beginning of the hour, sitting there at 27.77. So we're solid at 17 S&P points. Talking about 0.6%?
Cut in half.
Yeah.
Cut in half. And, what you have here, my take is that the problem's going to be as you come into the close out here again today. Because it's like, okay, who's going to go home piling into the market?
Sure.
And what we will get now is this. I mean, when I was driving in, the Dow Industrials were up almost 400 points.
Yes, yeah.
You're up 200 now.
You got it.
It's serious business.
Oh, yeah. The day is young.
That Basil Chapman, you gotta love it, man. I love that.
Is that his
saying.
line?
It is.
I think that's a very common line, but
yeah,
okay. The day is young.
That's where I got it off.
Okay.
Anyway. If we take a look at the Dow Industrials, the winners versus the losers we have out here is that Apple. Look at that. Apple's got a bid. I mean, but at the same point, when we bring this chart up, you're going to be surprised how far it actually went down. But Apple right now is putting up 6 points, putting the 41 positive points. Visa's putting 38. United Health 19. Taken away from it, Travelers, United Technology, Chevron.
Yeah. The only stock down more than
heavy,
the only stock down more than $1 is Travelers.
Yeah.
Just to put.
Inside the NDX 100, the strength,
Here we go. Yeah.
The strength versus the weakness. You have the strength. Autodesk is up 5.5%. Take-Two is up 5.5%. Activision is up 5.5%. Oh, this is interesting. So I wonder if these come out with earnings. Let me see this. Because those are the two gamers, right?
I think it just might be tech stocks.
Okay.
Yeah, November 7th, because you have AMD up huge, NVIDIA up huge. I mean, it's across the board.
Okay.
Netflix up almost 5%. Amazon up dramatically. Microsoft, Google up like 2%. That was at least during 10 o'clock. Twitter's up 2%. Just kind of a broad tech
In general,
rally.
yeah. Taken away from the, you have, look at the small numbers, man. Wow.
Yeah.
You get
Picard
down 1%. Other than that, everything is like Seagate's down 7/10. CERN is down 6/10. You get Symantec off 5/10. And point-wise out here, oh, look at Amazon. No, man, that's the truth.
I know, quite a number, man.
Amazon's up $66. You got Bookings.com, which used to be Priceline, up $33. Google's up 23. Intuitive Surgical, 21.
Yeah, there's Netflix up $16, only a $330 stock. Say it seriously, and that's about 5%. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. And
but then look at that in the context of where you've been.
Sure.
See, this is what you got to wrap your head around. It's kind of hard at the beginning to wrap your head around. You see a stock up $16. Say that's amazing. Well, it is amazing, except that it was at $386 9 trading days ago. And then last night, of course, you know, you got down to 315. You know, so pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
And that's bottom line. That's the market that we're in right now. Gold. Now, what's going to get intriguing with gold is that we got a Friday, and bottom line is that gold broke topside yesterday. It had 500 and something thousand contracts, which is just a monster, man. Yeah, 532,000 contracts, and you know, gold's down $5, but that's not backing off.
No,
that's right up there, 1222. What I don't want to see gold, I can tell you this, I don't want to see gold closing today under 1218, because 1218 has been the place that has been serious. 1218 to 1220, that was the place that was very hard to get over. We finally made it. And on a weekly, if that closed underneath it, it'd be like, okay, man, that means that gold still, okay, is going to basically have to build more cars in order to get to higher price. You know, the way that the gold equities have traded is telling me that that's not going to happen, because this is the second set of ABC structures that we've had on the way up for a few of these equities, and that's showing strength. And the gold market itself, folks, is so tiny that compared to the broad market, that it doesn't take a lot of money pushing into gold equities to get them dramatically higher, you know. You know, I was watching last night the gold rush up in Alaska.
Okay.
And it was the first time I actually watched an hour and a half of it. It was cool, man. It was like, you know, you got, the way that it is that they got a couple guys set up against each other. They go up there and they're doing surface mining, okay? And you know, it's pretty intense, actually. If you've never seen, like, the type of destruction that they can do to the environment, it's pretty sick. Because what surface mining is that you're just going right to the surface, you're making these big cuts, you're throwing it in the mill, you're seeing what you get out of it. But, you know, for a crew of, like, 6 guys, 6 to 7, they were getting a lot of gold out, and over the course of, they didn't say like how long the season is. I don't know if the season's 4 to 5 months or less than that. But it was the first time I ever watched it, and I've seen it. But it seems like every time I put it on before, they really weren't into doing it. So it was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
It was
up there digging holes, finding gold.
Digging holes, putting all makeshift. I mean, they come in with all the equipment. They build the cut they're going to build. They start throwing it in there, and then they see what they can come out with. I mean, you know, and they were. What happened last night? They were going through the first 6 seasons, so it was kind of cool that I got to see all of it. They started with, you know, small amounts of ounces, but when they were finished, they were finishing like with 3,400 ounces, which is, you know, like almost $4 million.
Okay.
You know, what they didn't say, I want to know what the workers make. You know, they weren't saying that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they were driving them like big time.
Yes.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 288. NASDAQ is up 164. You get the S&Ps up 25. Percentage-wise out here, folks, what we have, you have the Dow up 1.1%. NASDAQ is up 2.2. S&P is up 1.3. Come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 267. You get the Nasdaq up 157. S&Ps are up 24. So let's go over and take a look at some of these cannabis stocks, because I believe today's the 12th, right?
Correct.
So it's the 14th.
Sure,
Monday.
19th? No.
Is it 19th?
Okay, let's get it before we put out a date. Believe it might be the 19th.
Let's see.
Okay.
Does it say?
No.
So they'll tell us in the den. So we're over looking
Maybe
at
17th, 19th. I don't think it's 14th.
we're overlooking at Canopy. So bottom line is that it's going to be next week, evidently, one of those days.
Yes.
That's going to be legal, and we'll see how this baby shakes out, because Canopy has a high volume high at 56. My take is that these things are too expensive, but guess what? The high volume high wants to get tested too. So we'll see how this shakes out, meaning because the amount of bread that they plan on taking in
Don't worry about that.
is pretty substantial. Canopy plans on going from 25 million to 98 million in this quarter.
Yes.
Tilray, this is the one that I think is going to be the real problem child, because I'm trying to wrap my head around this one, and it just doesn't even, Tilray went from, it's trading $141.
Sorry.
The
Up $10 today, not bad.
up $10.
Par for the course with some volatility.
It is. And they have revenue of 9.7 million. It's like, okay, so they have a larger market cap than Canopy. It is what it is, but that's telling me that this is just going to be a little problem.
Do they still have a larger cap than Canopy? I know they were up there going crazy. 13.1. It's going to be pretty close. I know Canopy's right up there around 12. Yeah, 11.3. So they are pretty remarkable.
So we'll see where that shakes out, but I suspect that's going to be a hit. We'll see what type of hit that baby takes, and that might be the classic sell the news. Bottom line is that you'd want to be into those on a pullback. Because it's going to change things dramatically.
So it is the 17th, which is next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Okay, next Wednesday's the day. That's going to be, I believe that's the second country that in the whole country that's actually legal.
world. In the world.
In the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the other? Do you know?
I
'Cause
think
it's not a first
it's-
world country. If
no,
it is.
I
Yeah.
think
I forget
it's,
what country
it's
it is.
Nicaragua, I
I
think.
can't remember which one. I know the one you're talking
Yeah.
about. They legalized actually
Uruguay.
all
it's
drugs,
it's,
right?
it's Uruguay. Yeah.
They were the one that did like everything though. They
Uruguay.
did heroin. They did everything.
They did.
Yeah.
And then bottom line is that it brought down drug use.
Yes. No, it
Yeah,
did.
that's so it's pretty
Right.
intense. There's
Save
no doubt.
lives across the board, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. Let's go take a look at the the XLE. So the XLE had been saying for quite some time. Bottom line is that we had oil at $75. It was having a hard time getting through May. Comes down, has the juice when it comes down. If we go over to the oil contract, where are you, oil? So crude's up 0.4% today. We take a look at this, but it's making its way back in the lower range. It'd have to get back inside. I think it's 71. Well, 71.10. We're just outside it. But the way that oil's setting up too, that's looking like an ABC structure on the way down. What you have, you've come off the highs, you get volume, not holding price out here today. So we just may ease off on energy markets. Folks up north are going to be real happy.
Sure.
Because that, let me see, heating oil right there.
It'd be nice if the price of the pump went down for everybody.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
That,
Let alone natural gas, heating oil, the whole
right.
bunch. Yeah.
Because that's something that hits, well, particularly if the gasoline hits us ASAP.
Yes.
So look at, well, at least it went down 13 cents wholesale,
Yeah.
last week and a half.
Yes.
That's a big number, man. I guess we're used to paying for electricity in Florida, so I think when I do it on a longer basis, it probably works out the same. But it seems like when I was filling oil tanks up in South Boston, seemed like I would want to fill them up now.
Yeah. They. I don't think you were dealing with a lot of energy efficiency in terms of
we
what
weren't.
you had up there in terms of the
We definitely weren't.
insulation, right? The
Yeah.
whole bunch. Yeah.
Right, no doubt. And you get the cold comes in. When that comes in, forget it. Let's go to King Dollar. We take a look at King Dollar. So King Dollar, folks, bottom line is that it's hanging tight, meaning it has not got back inside its lower range. It was teetering yesterday. We got to 94,665. Got within. It's a toss-up, really. What is the lower range? Is it 94,700? Where I'm going with this is that it has to really get into this like under 94,500. That's where
Okay.
I'm kind of looking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it didn't. It came down with volume, but not enough volume to really get into that lower range. So we'll see where that baby. Is it going to try to make the run again? Each time that it's gone up into this 95,700, 95,500, the sellers come out big time. But we don't. The expansion just isn't enough. So yesterday, you're down with 29,000, which is good. But what happens, folks? Now you won't see this on this chart, but I can bring that sign of strength that we had out there in the 14th. That had monster volume, and that's what's stopping that cold in its tracks. So, if you are a metal bull, we want to see more cars. It's going to have to build more cars to get more energy to get into lower prices. And when we look at this market, that's what this market has done anyway. Meaning you have 2 days of monster energy on the way down. Market's tired.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting coming on a Friday, though. Like you said, who wants to load up for the weekend?
No, totally, man.
Yeah.
It's dangerous, Well, we'll find out. That's where this is at. But right now, if you didn't know what was happening to the market the last few days, you'd say, "Oh, this is a great market."
Yes.
And
Got to add context to everything.
oh my God.
Anything without context means very little.
Right. So even with the Nasdaq up 2%, look at this. You're still down on the Qs from $181, and you're at 173.
Sure.
And then what you want to do, folks, as you come in over the weekend, you got to put these on weekly basis, because if you put them on weekly, what you're going to see, February sticking out like a sore thumb. You're going to see that you're coming down with volume, and volume off the high is always dangerous in the aspect that you get a larger correction. And fundamentally what that is is that you have large funds selling, and on an up market, even when they're selling, you don't see a come off a high with volume, because as it's pulling back, those funds, you know, have a lot of analysts. They know what they're doing, and they'll buy because they say, okay, I got a deal today.
Sure.
And you know, over the course of so many years, they'll buy because they're saying, hey, those companies are going to make money over a long course of time. And over a short course of time, when you're looking at the market's volatile. That's the bottom line. You know, and now my take is we're back to normal markets, meaning because the Fed is back to like, okay, you know, there's no more free money out here. It's not a free put out here anymore.
Yeah, I was just going to throw the VIX up as we go to break. 28.84 yesterday, back down, still 22.
It's still high, right?
Yes, definitely.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 300, Nasdaq up 168, S&P's up 27, and yeah, I just saw you looking at that J.P. Morgan. That's pretty interesting, man. I mean, that J.P. couldn't hold price, folks. You know, only 5 cents down, but the bottom line is that we just went from 110.37 to 108.11.
Yeah, 110.83, right? Where are you looking? Either. Just the high for the day.
Yes.
You're talking almost $3, yeah.
That's pretty intense. And if you take a look at this on the weekly, what you're going to see is that bottom line is that this is consolidation. And the low of that consolidation is this 103, man. And you're coming down with volume. So what happens is that when you just look at floors like this, it's like, okay, it's not, bottom line is that there's not much in the middle. It's like,
Sure.
Who's going to step in the middle, And when you look at a J.P. Morgan, that they make so much money, it's like, okay, if that stock goes down, right?
Yes.
Like, what's going to happen with equities that are not printing money like a J.P. Morgan? Yeah, we'll see where the whole baby shakes out, but looks to me like we get some more pain here. Gold, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, how about Snapchat? Because they're getting a boost today as well. Much needed boost for any Snapchat shareholders out there as they continue to struggle, but
right.
Quite a little pop they haven't seen in a long time.
Right. Now, so what are they saying? Upgraded to a buy at Pivotal. Price point $8. And what did Snapchat go public at? Let's see. 17. Whoa,
yeah.
baby.
It's been
People
quite
took
a ride.
beating, huh?
Definitely. They still got to monetize that. They got to grow their user base. It's tough. Yeah. Social platforms, tough industry to be in, right? Competing with Facebook.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Stay right there, folks. We got TD Ameritrade Fast Market coming up next. I'm man Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.